Good afternoon and happy Wednesday to all of your sunshiny faces, guys. Today was like almost like my Thursday because it's the last day that I have to make dinner for the week because my mom's birthday's tomorrow and we're going out to eat. So, hang on, guys, just look at this dog and how ridiculous he is with this giant tennis ball in his mouth. Yeah, they also too tore the stuff off of it and split the ball in half. And now Bravo is scared of it when I do this. Mr. B. What is this? Is it like Pac-Man? The scary Pac-Man. He's scared of it. Like he doesn't, I don't know if he's scared of it or he just like is weirded out by it or what. What is it? You're fighting Pac-Man, Chatty! Mr. B. Also, too, these were one of the, found these little, Neopet, little, stuffed animal toys in the attic when we were cleaning out the attic, so we gave them to the puppies because they love to chew on, little stuffed animals and things like that. And so Bravo chewed all the stuffing out of this guy, tore his, ears off and one of his eyes, and he's, super flat now, but it's weird though because he still kind of has his shape to him. But yeah, what else are you finding down there? You find another toy? You have another toy? Yep, that stuffing there was probably from this guy. And that stuffing is probably from that guy. That is a monkey and that is a dog. And they've tore it apart. You guys look, they have broken toys. All their toys are broken and stuff. And then there's a whole pile of stuff over here. This was a rope toy, or some type of rope toy. I don't even know. Maybe it was a ball. They tore it up, and now it's just one big piece of rope. And, yeah, there's two other little rope balls down there. What do you guys? You guys are just, a complete mess. You tear up all your toys. It's just broken. These are the two newest ones, so that's why they're not broken yet. But that was a ball at one point. It was, like I said, a monkey that's now torn apart. That is Bravo having an itch. That is a stuffed animal dog. Like I said, a little Neopet guy. And then that was a tennis ball that Charlie was torn apart and now it's broken half. You guys just rip your toys and destroy them all to pieces. That too over there, that was a, I don't even know what that one was. That one was something that was red. Some other red toy. I don't know. What was it, Mr. B? Do you remember? That's Bravo's favorite toy, though. And that's why that one isn't quite as broken. I think he just likes carrying it around. He doesn't like to chew on it and rip it apart like other stuffed animals. And I don't know that either of them really do. Charlie really doesn't go after that, but that's Bravo's favorite toy. Oh, you coming up? If I ask him, Bravo, we're going to go take a shower. Get your toy. Where's your toy? Where's your toy? He grabs that toy every single time we go take a shower. And if he can't find it, then he gets another toy. But I always tell him to get a toy before we go take a shower. Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that right? Aw, you're cutie, Mr. B. You're cutie. Yeah. Hi, Chatty. Hi, Chatty. Oh, hi. You want to still be scratched? Okay. You guys make such messes with your toys. Yep, that is very true. You guys make such messes. And on top of that, too, you destroy your toys. You destroyed them. They're all broken. Yeah, all of your toys are broken. You're very rough with your toys. But yeah, guys, today I didn't get very much stuff accomplished today. Not as much as I wanted to get done. I woke up late today. When I woke up, Matthew's girlfriend came over because she had to work tonight. So she was over 10 o'clock or something like that, 10, 11 o'clock. And then she had to work in the afternoon. So I got up sometime after 10 o'clock. I was not up very early today. And when I got up, then I was up getting dressed and getting ready and stuff like that. And then I guess Matthew and his girlfriend had left and went to Target to go pick something up that they needed. My mom was gone. And then all of a sudden I get a text message and my mom's like, I went for a walk at the park in case anybody's wondering where I am. And I'm like, I didn't even know she was gone. I hadn't realized that she wasn't here. I thought oh, maybe she's in her bedroom or something like that. When I heard somebody go outside, I thought it was Matthew and his girlfriend, or Matthew's girlfriend when she came over. And I was really confused because I had heard the door close, but then I thought it was maybe somebody coming back in when I wasn't really paying attention. So yeah, guys, I can like, I know when like everybody's coming in and out and stuff like that, and normally based on if the dog's barking, I know who it is, or if they're not, or if like Bliss isn't barking, or whether or not, like, depending on the sound of their footsteps in the rest of the house. Does anybody else like that, where you can tell based on the person in your house, like, who's coming down the stairs? Like, for me, every single person in the house, they have a distinctive knock. Not only I know who's going to come into my room because of the way they knock. Like, my dad's knock's different than my mom's knock, and Matthew and Jack's knock's different. Matthew doesn't knock at all. He just decides he's going to come in whenever he wants to. But, like, I know everybody's knock. At the same with, I know their footsteps when they come down the stairs. Like, my dad, like, Jack's is a very heavy step, and my dad almost kind of, not like skips, but he's, like, very, like, I don't know how to describe it. Not like skips, but he, like, takes like 2 steps at a time, like, if that makes sense. Like, it's kind of weird. I used to walk like that too, I think, down the stairs. I've noticed, and now I don't really do that anymore. But I feel like everybody has different steps down the stairs. I can hear when it's the dog, and I know which dog it is too, because obviously Bliss is bigger, but Bravo kind of just sprints up the stairs really quickly because he doesn't like to stay on the stairs. He just likes to get up as fast as possible. Charlie will kind of like mosey on up, and Bliss's step is just a lot heavier. She kind of sometimes takes her time. Sometimes she just sits on the stairs too. But it's weird. I know all the dogs different like steps up the stairs, and I know every person in our house is like different steps up the stairs. And I feel like too, now that we don't have carpet on our stairs, they're like wooden stairs, so not only do they make creaks, which they still did when they were carpeted, but you can hear people's footsteps, I feel like, a little bit more. So it's really weird. But like too, if I hear somebody come in the front door and like hear them walking, you know, across the house or whatever, normally you know who it is. But I guess I was not really paying attention this morning as to like who was and went where, but all of a sudden I didn't even realize my mom was gone, and she just sent that text message. I was like, well, yeah, if, you know, something had happened to you, none of us want to know where you were. I hadn't sent that text message because I was not paying attention, and Jack was upstairs. Like I said, I just got up. Matthew and his girlfriend had just left, and like I said too, I was like super confused because I heard somebody leave, and I guess it wasn't them, but I thought it was. My mom was up this morning. She went and took a walk down the park, and then after dinner, she ended up going and taking a walk with my dad again, too. And I was like, I'm dressed up nice today, and it's kind of humid out, and it's a little chilly, actually. It's kind of another nice day, but it was a little bit humid out. Today I just wore my hair down. I put jewelry on. Like, I was like, I don't really feel like going outside and walking today. It was like, if it had been any other day, or if it had been like yesterday, I probably would have, or if it was like tomorrow, but I wore my hair down today like I don't want to. So my dad ended up going and taking a walk with her, and so my mom was like on it today, and I have not really been. I need to go and get some yard work done too, which the thing that stinks, guys, is that we have these mums that we bought, and it's been raining like multiple days now, and then today it was muddy out, and so I was like, I know I have gym shoes. I wear an old pair of gym shoes. Actually, my only pair of gym shoes though, but I wear them out in the garden, and so they're like running shoes. So when I'm wearing them in the garden, if it's muddy out, they get all kinds of full of mud in the, you know, the creases in the shoes and stuff like that. And sometimes too, if it's really bad, it winds up actually going like through the gym shoe because it's got like the little like breathing holes for runner shoes. And so yeah, it's just like, so trying to do that while it's super muddy out like it was today, because it's been raining for the last 3 days, probably wasn't the best idea. But now again, it's supposed to rain tomorrow also. So if it does, then I'm not going to do any work. If it doesn't, then I probably will. I need to get those mums planted, and then on top of that too, because it's been raining so much, we've had more weeds popping up, which is also a little frustrating. But our plants are doing like really, really well, and I should probably do an update and show you guys, because everything is like blooming again. I don't know if it's just because like after we transplanted everything and now it's all like, you know, there's new like new buds and stuff like that, because it's growing so well now and it's so mature. So I think that's why, like, you know, everything is just has a lot of color now, whereas it went through a period of time where everything was like green again. Like it was like spring or something. But I think that maybe was just from like the transplant and stuff like that, because most of the stuff I think is supposed to be like seasonal, blooming seasonally or whatever. My mom told me what the name was of it is called, but like where it blooms like pretty much for most of the summer. And this stuff is like doing like that late summer. So we also have, I think, one of the bulbs that I planted is popping up in the front flower bed as well, which is awesome. But it was supposed to be planted in like mid to late summer. I think early to midsummer, and I kind of planted it more like late midsummer, and so I don't know if it's actually going to bloom or not, because I don't know how tall it's supposed to get. I don't know how much it's supposed to grow or anything like that, so we'll actually have to see if anything winds up happening with that one bulb that I planted. But my mom got, I think, like 3 bulb packets from the dollar store, and I think she got gladioluses and 2 other kinds too, and the gladioluses that we planted are all coming up and look really good, but then these other ones that we planted in the other flower bed, I think one of them is coming up now, which I thought none of them were going to, which I guess is kind of good, but now it's kind of late that I don't know that it's actually gonna, like, you know, bloom or anything like that before it gets too cold, because it's August and it's like we got like, you know, 2 months-ish left. But that's why my mom wants the mums planted so that we can have some fall coloring as well. So yeah, I gotta see when I'm gonna get back into the garden and stuff like that. But lately, guys, ever since I got my hair cut and ever since I got my jewelry thing hung up, I've been like wanting to wear my hair down and like dress up in nice little jewelry and stuff like that. I do still want to be in my, you know, my athletic shorts and stuff like that, and I have been a handful of days, but it's still like, I have to kind of pick when I'm going to wear nice clothes now and when I'm going to wear my hair down and when I'm going to, you know, stuff like that, because I have to do that based on the weather, apparently, because it likes to rain way more days than it likes to be sunny right now, which I feel like is kind of with August. It rains a lot in August, I feel like. More like thunderstorming, I think, because of those like high and low temperatures and stuff like that. So we have like a cool front right now, and it's been cool, like I said, the last couple days. But I remember like on my mom's birthday one year, there was like a horrible thunderstorm, and like the streets flooded and all kinds of stuff like that. And I don't know if there was a tornado, but I know the tornado sirens went off, which I think like it was like in extreme winds and stuff like that, that it went off, possibly. I can't remember, like I said, exactly what it was, but I don't think it was actually a tornado. But it was like, it was pretty scary out. It was like a really bad thunderstorm. And so I know that and it's very common with my mom's, like right around my mom's birthday, which is like the end of August. So, which is tomorrow. So it's kind of the same though. My mom always says too, she's like, it's always raining on my birthday, which I guess looking back on it and all the time that I've noticed is true. So that's why it's like this month, the last like 2 weeks kind of have been kind of not very good weather-wise to really be out in the garden and stuff like that, which does stink because now there's all these weeds and stuff like that that are very happily popping up, and I don't want them to be. So it was nicer when it was nice and dry out, but the grass looked really bad because the grass was drying out. So now the grass looks good, and like all the plants are nice and happy because they're having lots of, you know, water and stuff like that, which almost like 90% of all of the plants that we planted, because we have no shade on our property and because we are not always really good about watering our plants, almost all of our plants are like super drought resistant. The only ones that I will go out and water with a watering can are the ones in our flower bed, or like in our window box, and the ones that are in potted plants on our front porch, just because those dry out really quickly, and it takes me honestly about like 5 minutes to just water those with the watering can. But if we're gonna actually water the stuff that's in like the flower beds and stuff like that, Jack normally does that with the hose, which he had to when it was super hot out and stuff like that, and we hadn't gotten a lot of rain. But the plants that we do have planted are pretty drought resistant, and they love sun, so that's another good thing. None of them have died or like, you know, gotten really wilty or anything like that. They've all done really well, even like I said, with like the minimal amount of care that I feel like we've given them, which we have done pretty well this year, though, I will say, as opposed to other years. But we'll have to see in the future too, like maybe next summer, how well they do again. But overall, they're really, like I said, drought resistant plants that we ended up putting in there, because sometimes, like I said too, it just, if it gets way too hot out and we don't have any shade, it gets really hot when there's like no shade or anything like that. And they dry out pretty quickly. So that's why we got some minimal maintenance plants, which have been doing really well, and they have really pretty color and everything like that. There was a couple that haven't been looking too hot, but I feel like maybe too is just a little bit of the transplant and stuff like that. But it seems like everything's overall been doing decently well. The only thing is too, over by our the exhaust for our what's it called, the dryer, we planted something that was like a red flower or something like that. I can't remember what it was called. We planted 2 bleeding hearts, and one of the bleeding hearts doesn't look like it's doing too well, and the red plant next to it, and I think it's because of the exhaust from the dryer, that's actually either because it's too hot or if there's like chemicals or something like that. I really don't know, but it just, I think it's more from the heat, like the hot air that comes out through that exhaust. They don't look that great. And it's just like, and it's weird too, because it's like just half of the plant where it's like comes right out from the exhaust. So I think that's what it was. So we really can't like plant anything in that spot, but we'll see how well it does in the future. And like I said too, if something like winds up happening to it or whatever, it's okay, live and learn, and we'll just plant either something closer up, or we'll just, you know, not plant anything there and just hope that no weeds grow either. But anyways though, guys, yeah, that is a little gardening update. I need to get out in the garden too, because I haven't even like seen it in the last couple days, I feel like, because it's been raining so much. I did go out there yesterday, I think, and looked around a little bit, but it's so weird now that there's such a nice garden to like look at. I like to be outside, and I like to actually look at the garden and be like, how is that little plant doing? And oh, I remember when I planted that little guy. Like, I don't know, it's so rewarding. They're like my little children out there, and they're all thriving and doing so well. I want to go check on them. But yeah, guys, I'm a crazy plant lady. So I'll see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys go to big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.